Hello everybody, this is Moabi. Welcome to the channel. It's been a while since I posted my last video, so a lot of things happening at the moment, so I haven't had time to record videos. So today is Monday. Today I'm off. It's my day off from the school. For those who don't know, I teach kids from Wednesday to Saturday at an English private school here in Brazil. So I have 4 different groups, and today is my day off. I also teach on Preply, so I taught the students this morning, and I'm going to have another one as soon as I finish this video. So yeah, I want to touch base with you. I want to let you know what's going on. So if you're planning to teach here in Brazil, yeah, I'll give you some tips and advice. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video because I have so much to talk about. Hope I remember everything. Yes, so it's been 4 weeks since I started teaching, and it's been nice. It's nice to teach the kids here in Brazil. Yeah, I had no experience, as you know, or if you don't know yet. I started this channel talking about changing profession, finding something to do, and I decided to teach English with zero experience. Now I can't say that I have zero experience, and I taught 31 hours already on Preply. If you're planning on teaching here in Brazil, I want to let you know that you're not going to make a lot of money. I don't think teaching English you can make a lot of money. I don't know. If you're already a teacher, let me know. It depends on what's a lot of money, you know. But here in Brazil, rent, you have to pay 1,500 at least to have a decent place. And right now I teach 12 hours per week, so it's like 40 reais, which is close to $8 US. So that's not enough. 12 hours, so I make less than the amount I would need to pay rent here. So I'm using some of my savings to help me get by while I get experience teaching English, and also on Preply. So I top up my hours on Preply, but still I have a huge gap when I'm not teaching at the school, and students book time when I'm not teaching at the school, because I chose to do that obviously, but still it's not enough. So if you're concerned about money and you depend on that to pay rent and do all the fun things in life here in Brazil, so I would suggest you to try and find a school that will pay you more than that overseas. I don't think you can find one here in Brazil. So yeah, so I know the time has to align with teaching here in Brazil. You're teaching online, so remote school, so that you get more money. I asked this teacher, and he's been there for 5 years at this English private school, and he said that the maximum that you can make is 2,800 reais. I don't know how much it is in US dollars right now. But that, I think you would teach like 40 hours per week. Yeah, you can pay rent. Here in Brazil it's different. It's hard to find place that you can share, like when you rent. It's not like in Australia, New Zealand, and other countries where you can have flatmates or housemates. So when you rent here, most of the time you rent the entire house. So that's a lot. So I'm not even talking about power, internet, water, etc. So if you are planning to teach here in Brazil and depending on schools to pay you, I just want to let you know that it might not be enough for you. Yeah, so that's about the schools and the salary. So I want to already, since I'm talking about schools here in Brazil, so how you apply to jobs here in Brazil. Someone asked me in the comments how I applied and what schools I applied to, because I recorded a video talking about that, but I didn't mention, I think, how I did. And on my last video I said that I would record my screen showing the process of how applying to jobs here in Brazil. So it's like Facebook, if you don't know how LinkedIn works. You can post things, you can find jobs. So just make sure you have a nice photo, like you just follow the instruction over there. I'm pretty sure there are videos on YouTube on how to set up a LinkedIn account. So list all your qualifications and experience, and do that with other platforms as well, Glassdoor, Job Info, Seek, yeah. And then you just type English teacher in Brazil or whatever city you're planning to teach English in, and sometimes you can put in Portuguese, English teacher, and then everything will pop up. Some of the descriptions are in Portuguese, you can just translate that. Some are in English, so lots of remote English schools here in Brazil as well, but I don't know how much they pay. It depends on a lot of things, experience, but based on what the teacher said to me, in the school you don't get paid much to be a teacher here in Brazil, unfortunately. I'm moving from this city here. I'm in the countryside of São Paulo, so if you've seen my videos, I always record going to the school, going to the bus station, vice versa. So I have nothing around here like to entertain me, like beaches and places that I like. So yeah, even though it's been 1 month since I started teaching, I'm going to give them notice pretty soon. I'm going to Rio de Janeiro, a city called Macaé, and I can tell you why I chose Macaé. They have beaches there. Today I could have been at the beach, and yeah, so I'm not enjoying Brazil as I thought I would when I first thought about coming to Brazil. So when I think about Brazil, I think about spending time on the beach, just doing fun things. Like here I don't have that, so I always have to take the buses to take me to places, and just take the bus to go to school. And yeah, so I don't want to waste my time like that. So I'll go to Macaé March 16th, and I'll start everything over, apply to jobs over there. If I'm not complaining about my schedule is good. If I had this schedule there in Macaé, or any city that's that I could go to the beach, then I could be happier. Even though I'll spend money there to pay my rent, going through my savings, but at least I could do fun things. So yeah, I don't know if I'll keep teaching English here in Brazil. I don't think it's a good job in terms of money, unless you have more than enough, like to pay rent, and at least I would say 4,000, 5,000 reais, then could be okay. So I don't think I'll be able to do that here. So teach English might be a good idea if you go to Asia, like South Korea, Japan, because I know they pay like 4,000 US dollars per month, and then I think it's a good amount of money to teach English. I don't know, just thinking. Here in Brazil, with this much money and the amount of hours that I make per week, no, that's not enough. So I don't know if I'll keep doing that. In the beginning of my channel, I posted my first video talking about feeling lost, because I wanted a profession, and since I had my TEFL certificate, I decided to teach English here in Brazil. It's like I said, it's been fun. I like teaching the kids, even the Brazilians here on Preply. But money-wise, yeah, I have to think about that. I might be doing something different than teaching, just so I can stay in Brazil longer, or go overseas again. So I might go to Australia to make some money, help me get by for a while. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. So think about that if you're coming to Brazil. Make sure you have enough savings if you decide to teach or apply for those private English schools. Yeah, I'll link them here, like CNA, CCAA, Fisk, which one? Cultura Inglesa. So I'll put them down in my comments in the description below. Yeah, you can also, talking about again how you apply, you can also apply through sending them a message through WhatsApp. That's what I did. So I think this has been the most the easiest way for them to contact you back is to send them a message through WhatsApp. So I already sent resume, like my CV, to some schools in Macaé already, so help me pay my rents over there. And yeah, so that's me, my plans, and what's been going on with the school that I teach at, the kids. Oh yeah, true, if you're applying to teach here in Brazil, it's useful for you to know Portuguese, because they don't understand English, and you have to use a book that they provide. Most schools provide a book for you to follow, and you have to explain sometimes the content in Portuguese. It goes it's different than when you learn the TEFL. Through the TEFL, you have to speak English the entire time. So I thought I would be doing that, but no, sometimes you have to speak Portuguese, and the staff, they don't speak English, so it's helpful for you to know Portuguese. And yeah, so it's that part I don't enjoy as much, because they expected me to speak English, and I do speak English. There was one class that I got a complaint just because I've been speaking English the entire time. One of the students wasn't feeling comfortable, and messaged their parents, and the parents messaged the principal. The principal knocked on my door to talk to me about that, and then yeah, so I can record another video talking about that. I didn't like that. Yeah, apply through LinkedIn, job info, Glassdoor, and just type on just Google up schools in Portuguese, English school in Brazil, the city that you go to, and you get the phone number there and message them through WhatsApp. So that's how you can apply to jobs here in Brazil. And I still get notifications on LinkedIn and the other websites, and yeah, so it's not that difficult. The problem might be only the money. And also in the last video I mentioned that websites where I can get lessons from. So it's a paid website. One is called ESL Brains. I think it's $7 or $8 per month, US dollars. I always talk about US dollars when I talk about dollars here. So, and the other one is Lingua House. I think you have to have a yearly subscription, so you have no option to pay monthly, and it's $99. I think from what I've seen so far, Lingua House is better than ESL Brains. But yeah, I get some lessons from there, and I think that they are very easy to follow. If you don't have experience teaching and planning lessons, just go there, because and it's very easy to follow. And yeah, so yeah, this was from my last video, just remembered here. I'll talk about Preply now. At the end of this month, February, it will be 1 month since I started teaching, since I had my first student on Preply, and I think I have 6-7 students. Yeah, it's been nice. I'm enjoying teaching, so I use those websites that I mentioned where I get the lessons from to teach those students on Preply. Yeah, so I was on $8 over there to get the experience. Now that I have taught 31 hours so far, and I'm going to Macaé, so I have to block my schedule so students wouldn't so new students will not book any classes with me. So I hit my profile as well, but I already put my hours. Well, I did it today, so now I'm on $15. Yeah, because I've got the TEFL experience, so I'm a professional teacher according to what TEFL labels you. So I should have been charging more than $8. And yeah, I did that just to get the experience, but now I have taught 31 hours, and when I'm settled in Macaé, I will, make my profile available again and then see how it goes, if I can make more money, and maybe I don't need to find a different job here in Brazil. We'll see. So yeah, I think I have got 6 students, and lots of students already added me to their list of favorites and stuff. And in fact, one of them, I think the first student that added me to their list, to his list, contacted me just today to have a trial. So he's having a trial tomorrow, but I'll let him know that I'll be off the platform mid-March, because I don't know how stable the internet will be there, and I don't even know my schedule exactly over there. So I booked a place through Airbnb for a month, and yeah, we gotta start finding places, apartments for me to rent. So yeah, I need some time to get settled. So yeah, that's what's going on Preply, and my school, my life, and the reason why I'm going to Macaé. I'm here right now in the countryside of São Paulo, Sorocaba. Can make a video another time explaining why I came here. It's a long story, but yeah, so I'm moving to Macaé to give me so I'm not as bored as I have been when I'm not teaching. So yeah, alright, so that's it for today. Hope I remembered everything here, and if not, I'll just write down and record another video and mention what I forgot. Before I go, let me show you my area here. So finally they cut the grass over here. I want to show you my gym. So I work out outdoor every day. So that's the gym. I don't use those, only the bars to do some pull-ups. I don't use those. Don't use those. I use those to pull-ups. And yeah, so that's all I have around here. So it's boring to be around here. So like I said, if I'm in Brazil and I'm not enjoying the beaches and all what Brazil has to offer, I'm living Brazil the wrong way. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so that's it, and thank you for watching the video. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and leave your comment down below. Ask me a question if you want to know about Brazil, if you want to teach here in Brazil. I'll be happy to answer and record a video talking about that. Alright, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.